And now they can hear me. Much better.
I'm going to thesaurus.com and looking up cinnamons.
Looking up cinnamons.
So much cinnamon. Looking at synonyms for conquer to see if we can't get something that would go with Cyrus.
Apologies, chat. You missed the very beginning of this discussion. We had target Tamaris last time, and I came up with seize Cyrus for this one. But we can't think if there's a better term than seize. Something that might have like a sigh sound for like capture or defeat or targeting. You know.
First thing that pops up that I think might work, subjugate Cyrus.
Subjugate Cyrus, okay.
There's also surmount.
We could subjugate Simone for sure when it's his turn.
That's true. Let's see. Conquer, overthrow.
Conquer for Christina might be good. We've also got Catherine, so conquering Catherine could be another one. And Tamar, I'm not sure exactly how you say it, but she's the... Trounce Tamar. Ooh, okay. That might be good. Ooh, Jubberwocky with sights on... actually, it was North Countryman with sights on Cyrus is a good one also.
I definitely... circumvent. Just doesn't have the same power.
Yeah, that's not quite as threatening. That sounds more like we're gonna avoid him if anything. Hopefully this hour-and-a-half mix of supposedly relaxing and atmospheric Castlevania music will last us through this. Maybe not the whole stream, but a good part of it. Yo, history's plushiest. Thank you for the sub. 27 months. Hell yeah, what's up? We're gonna play some Civ. We're vampires.
That's quite the claim. Throughout all of history, you're the plushiest. I'm impressed.
I mean, let's think of the plushiest figures through the ages. Number one on my list for sure, super plushie, would definitely be... I'm trying to think of a world leader that wouldn't have implications we calling them plushie, but I
can't. Churchill?
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah, Winston Churchill.
Kind of plump.
He was pretty plush, I would say. I think we're gonna up the desktop audio a little bit. They should probably be able to hear you a bit better, Quinn. Ooh, Henry VIII, Taft was quite the plushy press.
Oh, yeah, no, Taft has to be. If history's plushiest is really the plushiest, the runner-up is Taft.
Taft has got to be at least on the list, top 10.
You don't get at least an anecdote about you getting stuck in the tub if you are not ridiculously
Okay, yeah,
rotund.
I wasn't entirely sure if Taft was the one that got stuck in the bath, but yeah, Taft in his bath. When are we gonna make him the, U.S. leader character in Civ? George Washington, Theodore Roosevelt.
We're gonna have to run through a lot of.
Pretty sure Lincoln was one of them once. When do we get Taft?
It feels like when in doubt, they do like leaning on Roosevelt as America. I feel because wasn't Teddy Roosevelt Civilization 5 too?
Civ 5 it was Washington. I'm pretty sure. And I think one of them might have been Lincoln, but 5 was the only one I really played before this. At least I thought it was Washington. I might be wrong.
Who was it in Revolution? I feel like it was also Roosevelt in Civilization Revolution. Or maybe that was where Lincoln came in.
Maybe. It's so weird because I definitely dumped hundreds of hours into Civ 5, but I've played so much Civ 6 that this has like replaced all of my memories. I remember I remember builders working very differently. But that
Lincoln was America in Civilization Revolution, so at least got to him once. Ooh.
Churchill supposedly once saw the ghost of Lincoln after he finished a bath in the White House. Huh.
Oh, good. It's haunted.
I mean...
I think the ghost has been rather lazy then.
Yeah, come on. There should be way more stories about spooky happenings in the White House if there's a ghost about. Plushius, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. 4 was Washington, or Civ 4 was Washington. I know because he's one of my allies in my current game. I'm playing as Russia, says Captain Actually.
Oh man, it has been a long time since I've dipped back into Civ 4.
Yeah, like I said, 5 was my...
around here somewhere.
5 was my starting point, and it was one of those things where it was the first like PC I had that was like a proper desktop PC. I'd had a laptop before that, but I was like, all right, I want to play a PC ass PC game, and Civ 5 was like just coming out, and my friends were getting into it. I was like, okay, let's see what this is. I bet I won't like it, but I need to play something that's like not something you would ever play on a console. And then I was like, oh my god, I love this.
Well, here's a new fact that NG Knights brings up is Lincoln was the Civ 3 leader in America, and that was the one where the leader's appearance advanced through the ages, so you got to see Abraham Lincoln.
See, like cybernetically? Oh, man. Oh, man.
In a yurt.
That's amazing. Oh, why don't they do that anymore? That's great.
I think they realized
how absurd it
looked. The
looked.
anachronism is probably more in the leader's favor than against it.
Yeah.
Especially since some of these people wouldn't look very flattering in different kinds of clothes.
I'd be interested in a like game mode maybe where different leaders like would replace the leader over like different eras, and so you'd have different like powers or special skills or whatever depending on what era you were in.
Like for America, that would definitely be good. You might run into a problem where for the more esoteric civs, they're only known for having one leader.
1 or 2 leaders, yeah. Might be a little tough. You never know. But all right, I think it's
also Germany may have to get a bit of a...
We may skip 1 or 2. Or hey, you know, how many years has it been? Someday you got to rip that Band-Aid off, right? Anyway...
no comment.
We're here with some more Civ 6 with our Buddhist vampiric Germans moving their way through the countryside, tearing down whatever nation stands in their path. We've already eaten the entirety of Macedonia, which used to take up this part of our nation, or our continent, rather.
Yeah, and
we moved our way north, and we conquered the Scythians. I believe that's their actual name of their empire. Yeah, Scythia. Tamaris could not handle the fury of our vampires as we, did the Buddhist thing and tore our way into their lands, and went ahead and took their capital. We decided to let some remnants of their kingdom live, just to, gotta let someone run home and tell the tale. But they'll eventually lose loyalty, so we will conquer their lands as well, I am sure. And now our next target looks to be down here to our south on a new continent, a new chunk of land. Lives the Persians, led by one Cyrus, who we listened to his story last week, and turns out he's got a crazy tale of, a king sending his son away to protect him during, some tragic events, and lo and behold, his son returns to the throne after years and learning of his destiny. Sounds like an exciting story. It's going to be a shame we're going to have to, drink his blood and use his corpse to fuel the rest of our war machine. But hey, that's the way it goes. I'm thinking we might take a couple turns before we jump straight into attacking them. I know how bloodthirsty everybody is and how they want us to rush right in. But we've got a couple homesteads we could build before we go that could really give us the edge when we go in there. Because if we came in here and took all this oil, and if we came over this way in this desert and got this aluminum, we could build ourselves some aircrafts and just drop some bombs on this guy and really barely get feet on the ground other than our vampires if we want. And, you know, just make quick work of him and start really hammering to these places that the German way is the only way, and sooner or later, we will consume you. That's where
it was, oh my gosh, I was just about to say something. Yes, Cyrus hasn't dangled a settler in front of us, so we're not that bloodthirsty yet.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Our Scythian conflict, yeah. Our Scythian conflict did start when she happened to bring an unprotected settler into our lands, as if that wasn't a prize we would take.
Yeah, no, and even in the aborted timeline, that's how we started the war with Macedon.
Yeah, so it's a classic story of, you know, you brought something unprotected into our lands and we were gonna do something about it. So I think for now we've got a couple. I ran through and tried to set up a couple wonders in some of our cities so we can get some really flashy things going. But if we don't get a couple of these, it's not the end of the world. But I'm looking to get, once one of these other cities with some good production gets running, start producing some settlers so we can get these 2 slots really going and get them really working. But let's go ahead and hit next turn and see where we go.
No. Yeah. On that same note, we actually got a new sub from Aussie Serpine. Thank you for just subscribing. And they actually brought up our next town name. So if we're going to expand to 4 cities, we already have a name for it.
Lovely.
Nosferotopia.
Nosferotopia. I like it.
And also, thank you, Verlos92, for the 3-month resub. Glad to have you back to finally catch and streaming.
Welcome. We had some religious fights going off in our land, so some gods may have exchanged.
Oh, wait a minute. Someone, Dragon's Bane, brought up an interesting point. Can you build Zeppelins in the newer expansions?
I don't know about Zeppelins. I know we've got a unique boat.
Yeah, we have the U-boat.
But I don't think we have any unique flight thing. Yeah, I think the U-boat's our only unique unit.
Sorry, guys. We can build the Luftwaffe, but our secret weapon will not be Zeppelins.
We're just going to have planes like everybody else, I think. Ooh, this will be helpful. Something you may have noticed is the sky is getting darker and things are getting redder around here as the world kind of begins to fall apart because, oh boy, the climate, she is a-changin'. And things are flooding. But this fella here is going to give us the eureka moment for computers, which is going to be very helpful. Because it's a little ways into the tech tree, but we are going to be fast lining our way to computers so we can get some flood barriers. So as these water levels rise and start tearing apart land tiles and there's just kind of nothing we can do about it, we can build some flood barriers to keep that from happening. As we sink the rest of the planet because, by the by, our science output is better than everyone else, so no one's going to be getting these flood walls for a while.
Oh, so Stikio1990, thank you for the 2-month resub. Glad to have you back.
Thank you.
Also, hi from the UK. It is... Boy, UK, that's about 6 hours ahead. It must be pretty late for you.
Yeah, hope you're having a good one.
And Rukir01, thank you for the 12-month Prime sub, giving us our next city name, Bloodthrone.
Nice.
That would be second on the list after Nosferotopia.
We'll keep those in mind for when those settlers get produced. Go and just see what's over on the other side of the ocean with some of our privateers. This here is France, where we're not looking to make any enemies quite yet, but eventually we'll find our way over to her, as we will everyone else on the map. I kind of... Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask, did we ever check on the other victory conditions to see where the other civilizations are falling down?
Let's take a look.
The last thing we want is to have that religious victory sneak up on us.
We are leading everywhere but religion, but she has... It doesn't look like she's really conquered that many. Okay, yeah. So Simon and her both have 2 civilizations kind of listening to their religion. But as long as we can keep Buddhism in our lands as the primary religion, since that belonged to Macedonia and they're gone, that basically makes it a perfectly safe religion for us to spread as much as we want, because it is impossible for it to win, because its original founder is now dead.
Aussie Uranium, thank you for the Prime sub. Do you guys have an Inquisition? I don't think we've started up the Buddhist Inquisition yet.
We haven't started an Inquisition. We definitely can, though. That's something we certainly can do if this religion gets a little out of hand. I was originally planning on having this apostle just fight all these guys and win through theological combat, but it looks like he might actually lose that fight. These guys seem pretty strong. Let's go ahead and heal up our Vampires. Maybe send them up here to repair some places, actually. But before we started the stream, you said you were playing some Baldur's Gate? Some of that new hotness?
Yeah, to those of you not in the know, I will actually be starting up a Baldur's Gate 3 stream pretty much right after we end here. I was just giving it a test run to make sure it actually run on my computer, and it kind of does.
Promising.
If you have played any of the Divinity games, it's the same studio that made those. There's a lot familiar there, but also if you have played 5th editions of Dungeons and Dragons, it pretty much just feels like a computer version of the tabletop game, which I am all here for.
Gonna get open borders with Cyrus so we can send a couple of our cuirassiers through his land just to see what he's working with. Let us know exactly what we've got in store for us so we can maybe plan a more effective attack. We're gonna play this smart, like vampires that have existed for, at least somewhere around 1700 years. I think that's around when we first enlisted the vampires.
Oh, Delegator, thank you for the 2-month Prime sub. Hype train.
Yo!
Toot, right into my skull, apparently.
Chugging along. Let these guys fight over religion for a little bit. We're not really actively using Buddhism right now, so... The Matterhorn? Who's got the Matterhorn? Because that's actually very good, and if we could get a hold of that, it'd be nice.
Following up on some of the Baldur's Gate 3 questions in chat, it is turn-based combat, which is a break away from Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, which both had real-time with pause. Honestly, I'm much more a fan of turn-based combat because I've played Tyranny, which is real-time with pause, and honestly, it's like I'm playing a slideshow because I pause it every second to rethink everything I've done and regret every action I've ever made. Turn-based combat really keeps that going. As for the callback to 1 and 2, the game is currently in early access, and I've put all of an hour into it just to make sure it works, so I'm not sure if there have been callbacks. I have been told it's still in the Baldur's Gate universe, taking place about 100 years after Baldur's Gate 2. And Allmark86, thank you for the 44-month resub. You've been in here for the long haul. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you. I don't think we can hit him, and yeah, he would do way more damage to us than we would to them. That's interesting. I feel like when they're in your land, normally you have the theological combat advantage. They must have a skill boosting their power, because they are hitting hard.
Tezdequel, I am so sorry if I mispronounced your username. Thank you for the 400 bits.
Yo, thank you.
Cindy's production. I'm doing pretty well. Like I just said, I've been playing with a computer game I've been looking forward to for a while, and hoping it turns into a fun stream. Grant, how you been doing?
I've been doing all right. I've been playing, honestly, a lot of this game like on and off stream lately, so I'm kind of in a deep Civ mood. So I was ready for this stream today. Just trying to get myself reacquainted with our thing.
Yeah, I saw a part of your Holy Cow stream.
Yeah. We ended up winning. It was a fun stream, but I went for like 6.5 hours, and I was like, you know what? Let's just see what else we can do, and ended up taking the whole thing, going for a culture victory. It was quite fun.
Oh, Testicle coming back with 5 gift subs. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Welcome. Bashhammer, Serious Dan, Jay Odin's Son, Unknown Reasons, and I'm gonna try this one. Panglino of Power.
Ooh.
Pangnolio. That first bit I think I'm misreading.
Pangnolio. My troops are merely passing by. You've got open borders. What makes you so afraid? Naturally we would come in there. We didn't ask for open borders for nothing. Alright, we can go ahead and repair that, and then get this builder working on... We can have more furs to sell to people, which, speaking of, we should make sure our one friend is still kind of our friend. Would you like
NG Knight, you are correct. We are not pumping out the Civilization music. We are, I think, running something akin to Castlevania, if not Castlevania itself.
Yes, I have a YouTube playlist right now, Relaxing and Atmospheric Castlevania Compilation.
Figure it meets our spooky needs for both the month and the fact we're a vampiric nation.
Yeah. Wanted to put some vampire-ish music on here and not have to worry about the... Because apparently, anytime I've posted a Civ video, its music is copyright claimed immediately on YouTube. I think they just have a bunch of, I guess not royalty-free, but famous songs from different regions, and they all have their different people who own them. Not sure exactly which direction to go. You know what? Double harbor adjacencies would add quite a bit of gold.
Oh my gosh, Verlos92, thank you for the 10 gift subs.
Holy cow!
10 gift subs. Welcome, Sugar Max, Shadow Schemer, Nigma, like Enigma.
Ah, gotcha.
Great Muffin, Crimson Chara. Reminds me of that Magic the Gathering character whose name I can never get right then anyway. Fruit Fly Slayer Man. Yes, get rid of those fruit flies. I hate them. Incrine, Prism Shard, and Dante MC29. Oh, and WB.
The WWWB.
I very much like WB's spelling of the username. It's dub_ya and then _b. No confusion.
That's just a fun time right there.
That was who I was thinking of for Magic the Gathering. Cosborn 357. I have had no clue that there have been Rooster Teeth controversies, so I can't really give an opinion on them.
Yeah, no comment here. Didn't know they were up to something. Hope it gets resolved, whatever it is. Bring Buddhism back to Canehurst.
They've missed it so. Especially when the alternative was what? Catholicism? Was that what was?
Yep, Catholicism.
Hmm.
Oh, and they're bringing Shinto to New Cologne.
The first time I stepped onto the rooftop of the Potala Palace.
Potala Palace.
I felt as never before or since, as if I was stepping onto the rooftop of my being, onto some dimension of consciousness that I'd never visited before.
Let's take a small second and learn about the Potala Palace, because I have no idea what that is.
Yep. It's time for civilization lessons, class.
Let's take a peek into real-world history. The Potala Palace. Since there wasn't much level ground in Tibet, with its base set on the southern slope of the Red Hill, the Potala Palace, home to the Dalai Lama until the 14th one fled an uprising in 1959, sort of grew along the hillside. The palace is named after Mount Potalaka, abode of the 11-headed Bodhisattva, I'm not going to even try the Avalokitesvara, Today, its crimson and white walls and golden roof shine in glory for paying tourists. Losang Gyatso, the 5th Dalai Lama, began construction on the modern palace above Lhasa in 1645 AD and moved in 4 years later. Since then, more bits and pieces have been added to the sprawling edifice, notably the Portrang Marpo, Red Palace, and the Holy Stupa, completed in 1694. However, it should be noted that the Patala Palace has only one bathroom, located on the right side of the White Palace Square, although it is said to be the most beautiful restroom on Earth, filled with sunlight and good thoughts. Huh.
They put a lot of effort into only one bathroom. Hold on, I wanna, let's see. Bodhisattva, that's already wrong because there's no I in there. Avalokitesvara.
Okay,
That's my best shot.
I'll accept that. But there we go. The Patala Palace, home of the Dalai Lama, one bathroom. I'm not even quite sure what it did for us, but I wanted to build it. Felt that sneeze coming for a second. Sorry.
I mean, there's that whole panel on the right side after that very nice info dump.
Yeah, I guess I could have looked at it in there, but I'm gonna look at it here instead. Gave us the extra diplomacy spot. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted the diplomacy policy because that's just a good catch-all diplomacy slot right there. So let's add in getting tons of goldy gold because it's not like we have allies. We don't really need the influence points. We could maybe be building spies. That might be helpful, but I'm gonna go with the merchant confed. Also, I'm gonna really quick swap this song forward a little bit. This feels out of place. Yo, our civilization's getting so big and strong. We're getting all kinds of artists and musicians coming to our lands now to spread their works.
And ask not to be eaten.
Exactly. Behold, we'll decorate your fine kingdom so that you may spare us. And we'll say no. Actually, hold on. You know what? What was I building? Well, first, bring Buddhism back to Canehurst. But Ravenloft, you should be building settlers.
Reminds me of keep Austin weird. Keep Kinghurst Buddhist.
Yes. Is that... I remember there was a Steven Universe episode about keep Beach City weird. And I don't know if I ever made the connection there, but that's probably what that was a reference to.
You just reminded me of Ronaldo.
Hey, Ronaldo is kind of funny sometimes.
I mean, so the one episode where they were able to fish out the line from Pearl that says some people look for like having one enemy they can fight rather than dealing with the fact the world is kind of shitty based on a whole bunch of convoluted factors no one person can control. It's like, yeah, no. You know, it was worth that. And then he just kept coming back.
He was good to explain a metaphor for our fear, but then we just kept bringing him up. All right, doesn't look like we're going to have too much by way of, like, I was worried he would have a bunch of encampments and stuff in here and make it hard for us to get through. You keep doing your mission of learning more about our friend Cyrus.
Roast Grief and John, thank you for the resubs. Roast Grief for 42 months and John 49357 for 38 months.
Excellent.
That's a very long time for both of you. And Verlos92 coming back with the 500 bits, letting us know that apparently the controversy was that Rooster Teeth had less teeth than advertised. This is coming from the prospect of dirty words.
Those fake teeth, how dare they? Let's keep up in our science game. Eventually we're gonna want to be able to, you know, throw giant death robots at these people and make sure that they don't have any way to stop it.
Vampire death robots. Well, at least we can't say you can blame Millennium for that one.
Yeah. Let's grab all that. And hey, now we've got railroads going all the way from the southern tip to Moonydale, straight up to the northern point of Flavortown.
From Frozen Sea to Frozen Sea.
Yeah. Let's just keep swimming around them menacingly. Probably shouldn't have a bombard on their border. That makes our intentions quite clear. Start moving our vamp.
Do we want to do a quick check for units that can be renamed?
Oh, sure.
We do have a couple that have been sitting in the queue since last week.
I wish there was a good way to like really see. We could rename a boat. Our quadrireme could be renamed. Let's see. None of our this privateer could be renamed. We've got quite a few naval units actually that could be renamed if that's okay with people.
I know at least one of the names we got was for a corps of units.
We have
so a group of units would work.
We have this group of privateers. We basically have a fleet of pirate ships, a corps of pirate ships, if you will. As far as land corps, Rock Offers already have a name. Integra's Flying Geese. These crossbowmen don't have a name, and they could be named. They are not a corps, though. And I believe those are Hell's Flaming Shafts, yeah. So yeah, it looks like we've got some crossbowmen and a couple boats are our nameable units at the moment.
Well, this one was for a bombard, but a ship with cannons may work. We have Hellfire.
Sure, I think Hellfire works.
I think the pirates would be good for this next one. So just let me know when you are ready for the next name.
Oh wait, here, you know what? If that's the case, this will eventually become a ship with cannons on it. In fact, here, you know what? We'll turn it into that after we name it. This will be Hellfire. And bada bing, Hellfire, the battleship. And the pirates?
The Lost Boys.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
Frankenstein's Gate for the 46-month resub. That's right. We're all here for some spooky vampires.
Mm-hmm.
And aside from the town names, that actually catches us up on the unit queue.
Excellent.
So if anyone during this stream wants to pitch unit names, I know a few people have pitched a couple of names that just won't work. Like our vampires have all already gotten names, so unfortunately vampires are off the menu.
No more vampire names available.
With self-government is freedom.
Hey, the Ors Zagaz has been completed.
I'm not familiar with that wonder.
Well, that sounds like it's time for another story.
I'm just wondering what civilization it's from so I could perhaps guess at pronouncing it.
Orsagaz translates to the house of the country, but is better known as the Hungarian Parliament building. This important building houses the members of Parliament, Hungarian Holy Crown, and the offices of the Prime Minister and staff. But aside from its significance to the government of Hungary, this building itself has an impressive display of Gothic revival architecture, overlooking the Danube River, the long wingspans. The Danube River, the long wingspans 268 meters, and it is the tallest building in Budapest. Two identical halls of the lower and upper houses of Parliament stretch beyond a tall central dome. Decorating the exterior facade are 90 stone sculptures that portray great moments of Hungarian history, as well as ornately carved stone. If that wasn't enough to excite visitors to this grand building, the precious stones and 88 pounds of gold used for decoration should do the trick.
So it's perfect. It's for our hungry vampires. Let's see here. If it's Hungarian, Orgislavus? No.
Orgislavus? I would have no idea, I'll be entirely honest. Alright, let's get you parked right up here. Because I believe I measured that out to make sure you could reach all of those from that spot.
Well, the hardest thing is I can't remember which language family Hungarian comes from, because if it's the Magyars, I don't think it's Slavic. It may be Uralic, which means it may have more in common with Finnish than the other countries around it. But I could be completely off base there, because like I said, I don't know the language family.
I would just be making a blind guess. So I appreciate your effort.
Jubberwocky, I think our plan is once we get a foothold on Cyrus's continent, we will put a vampire castle somewhere there, so we can kind of get our teleportation network
Yes.
going.
In fact, we should be looking through our land and see if there's any like spots that have a lot of really high yield tiles for us to put our home teleporting spot in. Or if it's just, located near a place that will be outpouring a bunch of units. Which right now will probably be Gothric. It looks like it has an encampment, and it's going to have the Ruhr Valley here soon, which makes production really, really high. So this might be our zone, and these are some pretty good tiles, so this might be a good spot for our vampire castle, because we could catch all these jungles that have a lot of food and production on them and just send all that to our capital, Fanghaven.
Hermit Crad King of Beasts says it's pronounced Orsaghaz.
Or Sagas?
Orsaghaz. He broke down the pronunciation, but I'm still maybe butchering it. And apparently Wikipedia does say that it is a Uralic family group.
Do we have... I don't think we have the power to build paths through mountains yet with this guy. Alright, so, unless... which I don't think it's possible. Actually, we should be checking over here once we can. But this looks like it's going to be... Oops. This looks like it's going to be the main part of our fight with his capital right here. So we're going to have to... He's kind of set up his nation perfect to build the biggest buffer between us that he could. I mean, I guess we could try and make a naval approach from this direction to just cut off the head immediately. But I don't know if that's going to be the best route for our vampires.
Miles619, thank you for the 46-month resub. You have been here for a while. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oh, and Argent Lyle 13, thank you for the 45 months of tier 2
45
subbage.
Months? That's 3 years.
Yeah, over 3 years.
Holy cow.
In fact, I think that's getting pretty close to
Yeah, that's almost 4. Yeah, my math was way off there initially. There's no way he doesn't doubt we are coming for his booty come the next couple turns. But that's alright. He won't have a way to stop us. I should maybe sell those great works, but I won't. Ah! They've got spies in our lands, and they're tearing us apart. Who got dethroned? Liang is out of... Oh, no! They took Liang out of Coagulaville. If that volcano erupts, it's going to do its full damage until she gets back. But that's alright. We also got the Oxford University. We've learned about social media in the year 1795.
Oh, no.
It's those, it's those computers they had in the 1700s that really told us
not
stuff.
only can we, I mean, you had, oh my gosh, she was so famous. I'm not remembering her name, and I'm ashamed of myself for it. But she built kind of this a computation machine that could be considered the first computer. What was her name? Chat, feel free to tell me in advance, but I'm not looking at you yet. I want to see if I can remember it on my own. Oh my gosh, why is it not coming to me? It hurts so much. Yes, Ada Lovelace. I knew the second I looked at chat, I was gonna feel so dumb.
And lo, dumb you felt.
Oh, Incendies Productions asks, do you guys have any plans for Halloween this year in light of the pandemic? They are just going to be watching a ton of classic horror films at home. I'm definitely not really going to do anything for trick-or-treaters. My neighborhood is actually right next to an elementary school, so there's plenty of kids. But even if the parents let them out, I'm not letting them in. I
Fair
think
enough.
I'm just going to turn on... It used to be ABC Family. I think they're calling it Freeform now, and just seeing whatever rolls across the TV. Most likely Hocus Pocus and Nightmare Before Christmas.
I don't really have any plans per se. We just moved into a new, well, it's not like a new house, but it is new to me. And I don't really have any idea of if they have any trick-or-treat traditions, and if the pandemic's been affecting them in any way. Knowing the neighborhood I live in, they'll probably feel pretty brave. So I'm not quite sure.
Nice choice of words. Brave. NG Nights brings up an interesting fun fact. Ada Lovelace was the daughter of Lord Byron, the guy who wrote Dracula like 50 years before Bram Stoker.
We planned it all. One big connection.
Yeah, exactly. We are that big brain, guys.
It was all intentional.
As you can clearly see from our Among Us playthroughs.
Yeah. We know what we're doing every time there. Which, man, I don't know if I've talked about it on stream or on video before, but Jesse, he did a fantastic job with that video.
Oh yeah, no. In fact, we actually have another one already. Jesse did have to leave town for a little bit, but because
the video was so good, we kicked him out of town.
Yeah, no. We couldn't have him upstaging us, but he did already make the second episode, which I think we're going to be putting out tomorrow.
Ooh.
Burlos 92 with an interesting. Honestly, it's what got me to laugh before we got on that new conversation. I want to see the kind of social media presence Napoleon would have had. Man, imagine like the French Revolution, but with social media. Because it was so focused in Paris, because that's where everyone could really talk to each other. But now imagine it could be at a time where the entire nation could get in on it. Because there was a lot of, what's the right word for it? Unrest after the revolution, because there were a lot of rural areas outside of the capital that were just like, the king's dead. Wait, what did you do?
Yeah, like
who's in charge now?
Wait, then what are we? How did? Yeah, who decided this? Whose big idea was this? Yeah, I'm sure there was a lot of concern immediately after those events took place.
I do remember back in the times where College Humor was popular, that there was a whole major world event that all through social media, and I think the one that stuck with me the most was Hitler declaring war on Russia, and then Stalin responded with, "You're about to see just how little I care about my people."
It's just being honest. Oh, man. I am very tempted to just start going to war here soon. I think we haven't quite gotten these civilizations set up or these cities set up as, like, well, really, we've only been sending their settlers towards their direction. They're not even really ready to go. But he's just sitting there. He's just looking at us. There's no way he could stop us.
Yeah, Bash Hammer, I've kept an eye on those videos, specifically because they're the first ones I've been in. I can kind of get people who, know us mainly for DBZA coming in and saying, "Oh man, this would be great with the DBZA characters playing it," not realizing that would mean about 3 people would be playing the game.
Yeah.
Because unless you want to involve the fuck this city and the wombat, there's just a lot of characters.
I'm just so scared. I can't believe I'm playing with Goku.
Oh yeah, and then there's a problem of trying to get Masako on a stream when he lives in the UK.
Yeah, good luck with that.
That's the lovable. Thank you for the 37-month resub.
That was very lovable of you. Oh boy, all these great people showing up at our door at once. Everybody wants a piece of the German Empire.
You know, Grant, maybe you can help me with a term.
Okay.
I have not bothered Googling it, but what is a VTuber?
I am not sure. I've been seeing that as well, and I don't know if it's just something as simple as like it's a, you know, it's a video YouTuber person. Like,
Oh, okay, the virtual avatars.
oh, those. Okay.
Yeah, because even Bracky, when he's done a couple of his streams, he's had his own avatar going. Because there was a question about let's see, I've just missed it. I have to scroll back up. Where was it? I just saw it. Oh, okay. When Lanny does Krillin Plays, does that make him a VTuber? Because, you know, the Krillin Plays of Sekiro has just started today.
Yeah.
Celebrating October. I don't know. I think you'd have to consider if Krillin is a viable persona for Lanny. And if it is, then maybe it is. Especially since in Sekiro, he was able to find a Krillin mod for the main character.
Yeah, I didn't know that mod existed. I was like, honestly, when he first said that he wanted to do a Sekiro thing for the Krillin Plays this year, I was like, I don't think that makes a lot of sense for like a Halloween game, but I guess do whatever you want. But then when he was like, no, there's a mod where like it just replaces the main dude with Krillin. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Yes, go for that. That would be fun.
Oh yeah, and apparently he found a mod that turned the ogres into Shrek.
Oh, beautiful.
Definitely out of left field. Argent, I would agree. If there was anything Nick could do that would count as VTubing, it would be Vegeta.
Ah. Well, with the V.
Exactly.
I see
It'd be Vegeta tubing.
I see what you're doing there. I see what you're saying. Let's go in here so he can't counterattack. Hit him in an attempt to scare him off of our land. I guess you just keep adding railroads where you can. It's not like we're running out of coal or iron anytime soon.
Every single hex must be railroad.
Exactly. We want to be able to travel super quickly across our whole land. Oh no. Oh no. Everyone's spies are popping off at once. Boy. Alright, she is looking to buy stuff for nothing, but since we're not going to war with her right now, I'm still going to say no.
Oh, Caitlin, thank you for the raid.
Yo! Welcome, everybody, and thank you very much, Caitlin.
Party of 20.
Hey, our rifleman's going to get us a free barbarian camp and tribal village. Our glorious age looks like gloating to Tamaris.
Germany practically stopped beating. Hardly anyone worked. Hardly anything ran. The population of the Ruhr area had to be supported by the rest of the country.
That doesn't sound like something you'd want for a world wonder. Sounds like the place was collapsing. Oh, this is good. Everyone around us is in, like, dark or normal ages. Meanwhile, we have lived a golden age. Oh, and we can have the two arms. This is... Waiting was a good idea, because now we've unlocked that option, and that's going to make things really, really good for us. That's going to make grievances go down, so people won't be angry with us starting wars. Oh, man.
Yes, we can have two arms, and both of them are armed.
Yes, we're going to have a... Our people are ready to fight, let's say. Which is good, because people have brought the fight to us. And we don't really have upgraded units out here, so let me see if... Alright, we've already got the 50% discount. Oh yeah, we got money. But
Maniac, thank you for the 41 months of Prime resub. We know those Prime subs are a bit of an extra hassle if you keep having to switch them back. Let's see here. North Countryman. Quinn, I have a major exam for the government this week. As someone who passed the bar exam, any test taking advice? Oh man, that is so hard. Studying is such a kind of personal task you put yourself through. I don't want to lead you astray. I will say that when I was studying for the bar exam, the best thing that helped me was repetition and then trying to explain that same material to a paper. Like there would be a couple of nights where I would just find like my mom or somebody and then just try to explain the legal concept and see if I could actually teach it. I say in air quotes because I think that demonstrates a good understanding of the material if you can then take that knowledge and feed it back to someone,
teach it to someone else.
Talking about. Yeah. Of course, I mean, the problem is there's no way to be corrected if you're wrong. So there's an obvious flaw in that method. And
That's
honestly,
true, I guess.
Given my score on the bar exam, maybe that happened. It was enough to pass. I passed, and that's all they care about. But I think that was the best way to at least build confidence in the material. Because I think the last thing you want to do is go up into a test and thinking, I don't understand any of this, I'm so screwed. Because that's probably just going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy.
That makes sense to me. If you're going in convinced you're gonna fail, usually doesn't help your chances. They're giving us all these great people and all these spies are going off. I was getting ready to go to war, but then a bunch of things came to distract me.
My ears are still ringing from the musical chimes.
They love to give you the little whistle when bad stuff's happening in your towns. Oh boy, and I can just hear them pillaging our fine cities. No! The German excellence we stole from the Macedonians is being ripped apart by these heathens. Man, that looks like it just destroys this musket man, so I'm not even gonna bother.
Oh my gosh, why can't I say this name? ND Red, I guess that's just how I'm gonna have to say it today, asking if I'm Daredevil, and Talon of the Dragon coming in, swooping in and saying, I'm not blind, though I may be colorblind, and then we reach the appropriate title of Darish Devil.
It's not quite daring. Darish, maybe.
Oh, Fat Spartan apparently coming in and saying that people in coding do the same kind of method. They pick a random person or object and try to explain the code and attempt to spot errors. They call it the rubber ducky method.
Ah, yeah, no, I've actually heard that term before.
Oh, TV! Congratulations on the 98 on that quantum physics exam. That honestly made my head spin just thinking about it.
Whoa, yeah.
You did great.
That's good to hear. I remember you mentioning that. I thought that was going to finish the Eiffel Tower. I was looking forward to it.
Oh, North Countryman explaining his exam as a customs broker exam that is apparently you can bring in resources. So a lot of the exams I had in law school were open book, meaning you could bring pretty much, your textbook and everything into exam. Honestly, it's a bit of a trap because if it's a timed exam, you really
they know you won't have time. Yeah.
Yeah, you really, unless you know at least if you know that what you need to double check is like on page 32 of the book on paragraph 3, you may have enough time for that. But just trying to thumb through the book, looking for the concept you're trying to properly answer on, you'll never have time for it. In those circumstances, I've tried to make an outline of those important concepts to kind of a short list that kind of can fit on just a few pages that I can much more quickly recall to. And Goldman adding to the good news, they are starting a job next week after being laid back when the pandemic started. Congrats.
Wow. Glad to hear it. Good luck on the job.
Oh, okay. Red V, thank you for giving me that information. I'll definitely try to be better now. The Duck Lord, welcome. It's apparently their first stream.
Quack quack. Lord it up, duck. We've got some angry peasants in our land tearing things up, thinking they don't like how the Germans are running the show. But
well, they're gonna get eaten.
I was gonna say, but we'll teach them that they should not question how we run things. Not if they wish to live to see tomorrow. Let's send our vampires in there to quell the herd.
Oh, Ozzy Serpine asking the important question. Did we just happen to unlock... Okay, no, it looks like we're just on the cusp of unlocking fascism.
Ooh, actually, no. I think we did unlock fascism. We can officially become... Yes, we can officially become fascists.
Time for the German vampire fascists to emerge and for us to become
centuries of political philosophy culminate into a new expression for modern times as Germany chooses fascism as its new government for the future. Surely nothing bad can come of this, right, everybody? This will only turn up good. We can have, culture and gold for each research lab. That might be bad. Actually, no, we don't have very many research labs yet. Do we have... Oh, we don't have the thing that lets us store extra oil yet, which is something we're gonna need.
Chat, how do you feel about thaw?
Once again, we rolled the dice on this whole thing. Civilization basically handed this to us. In case you were curious.
We came in thinking we were going to do the vampires, but we hit random when it came to the civilization.
And hey, it just so happens that this game understands that a fascist government is usually the one that's really good at starting wars. Who'd have thunk?
Controverse, thank you for the 14-month reset. Welcome to our war games.
When you say it like that, I feel like I hear something else.
You'll hear vor? You think I say vor when I say vor?
Yeah, I mean, if we're doing... I don't know if vor games is exactly how we should be phrasing.
People. It makes sense both ways.
I mean, I suppose it is multi-layered on this. Oh, and hey, check this out. With the War Department, all of our units essentially become vampires. All units heal up to 20 points when they eliminate a unit. I think once we've got that underway, by then that city should be founded, and that city should be founded. So I think we'll be in a good place to really start hammering the Persians.
Yes, now we have a Vol department.
Yeah, it only took us this long to finally figure out, hey, we could have a whole department figuring this stuff out.
What if we had a whole building where people just thought about killing other people? Or I guess
and how to do it the best! You know, we could be killing people better. I disagree. Well, let's take it to the War Department. They would know.
We have whole committees just to find out which is the best way to kill people.
I genuinely don't think we can kill people any better than we've been doing it, sir. Your Highness, the kind of killing we do, it's unmatched. Oh, cool.
These cities could be more on fire.
I'm glad we went to these tribal villages so they could teach us about uranium.
Well, when you're isolated for that long, you learn weird things. Maybe they were exposed to it, developed their brains.
Oh, and man, that's just off the coast of Moonydale. We can have uranium! Oh, we're so close to it. Oh, we have to do that. We have to.
Obviously, Cricket, thank you for the new sub. Welcome to the team.
Welcome. Oh, once we have enough oil that I don't have to worry about it, I'm gonna make so many airplanes so we can blow up these damn peasants.
I'm taking inspiration from TV here, but imagine if the troops just walked into the town. It's like, oh, Mary Curie, what are you doing here?
Whoa! Fancy seeing you here.
You know what about what now?
Oh man!
Are you guys going to commit war crimes? We've already eliminated an entire civilization of this game. It's coming already done.
Yeah, we've committed some heinous crimes in the eyes of a lot of this planet, which is why they're sending all these spies at us. Which really, if I was smart, I would be producing cover or counter spies, but I've just not been doing that. But you know what? We've got the open cities to do it now. They will do it.
So why do our peasants hate us? You know, I don't know. I wasn't looking at the exact moment these guys popped up.
The thing is, other cities. So we've been kind of behind on building spies. Other countries have been building spies and sending them into our lesser defended cities, like where they're noticing there aren't very many units, and they are setting up spies in our neighborhood areas to rustle up some rebels, let's say. And then these guys pop out of the blue when they've done their job. So the average man would build spies to protect his nation from within. We have built an army to eat the people sending spies. Where one presents a band-aid, I present a buckshot.
You present a solution.
Yes.
A final solution?
Well, okay, look. We're German vampires that are possibly...
But we're not monsters.
Possibly genociding things. I just don't like that comparison. I'm sorry. It's just... Oh, no, we're not yet. Not yet. We are not declaring war yet. But...
Even the German vampires can take it a step too far. I get it.
I mean, look, everybody's got a blueprint they gotta follow, and I'm not saying there weren't some good pointers in here for us, for our, our new kingdom, but...
Oh, you know what? Geologist just brought up a valid point. One of the first things we did was take over Jerusalem and turned it into Coagulaville.
What?
So I think we're past that point.
The former Jerusalem had nothing to do with... That was just a stepping stone in our journey. It wasn't the focal point. It wasn't the thing everyone remembered us for. Wait a minute. Are we at... Oh, Amboys is a free state, so they're just handing shit out. Don't mind if we do. All right, Frankfurt, which will not be known as for much longer. What is the
I believe if this is the first city we made this stream, this one should be Nosferatopia.
Ooh, hold on. Did you type that in Discord anywhere?
I didn't. Honestly, I thought we'd be building the town sooner. That's on me. Chat, can you help us with this? It was mentioned pretty early in the stream. In fact, if you're the person that still brought it up, more power to you. If you could remind me. I think you have it. I think that's right.
Nosferatopia? Okay.
Yes.
Boom.
Thank you, chat.
Nosferatopia it is. We'll get a granary in there. Or granary, I'm never quite sure. All of our basics. Oh, good. The Germans have finally learned socialism.
Hooray.
What would be... I guess if we got a Hansa up and running, that would be pretty good. But basically, we've got a builder in there whose job is just gonna be to get those oils up and running. Hopefully, I don't think loyalty will be a problem in there, but hey, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, we'll go ahead and have a musket man just hanging out. And yeah. Ooh, and Pazrak might join our happy country here in a bit.
Marvelous. Oh, actually, we do technically have a town name for that. Someone asked for the last city we take from Scythia, so I guess that'd apply.
Lovely. Oh boy, we've learned so many things. Gosh, we're now at the point in the civics tree where I don't even really know what we want. We got fascism. What more do we need?
That's true.
I guess we could
We've
learn.
already hit the
I guess
top.
we could learn more about nuclear technology.
Oh, we could nuke people.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, this world is apparently already doomed.
Here's the thing. Well, actually, no, I take it back. I'm not even gonna. I was gonna bring up a plan of how, like, we could just maintain this piece of land and literally just scorch the rest of the earth if we wanted with nukes, and just be like, whatever, that's their problem. We're not going there to live there. We're just going there to obliterate.
Well, we can't completely obliterate our food source.
I mean, there's that. That's true. We should have a ready food source. Also, as the prophecies have foretold, no matter how powerful we get, this is going to end in fire and death for everyone on the planet. So our only option is to have so many cities that the bombs can't fall hard enough to kill us.
There's always plan B of vamps in space.
That is true. We could take to the
one place where capitalism can't reach.
We could seek blood among the stars. Oh man, there's so many troublemakers out here. And they're like honestly strong enough that our vampires are not able to just deal with them like I'd like. Okay, here's the thing. If you... Actually, no. If you attack him, and you attack, it should be enough. There we go. Just get rid of that little old thing. Blow up them tanks. Because once we have enough oil, because right now I'm just too worried to be making stuff that uses oil. Also, we're apparently already gaining uranium. Somewhere in our kingdom, uranium was already being mined without me even having to tell anyone to do it. They just knew that that was what we would want. We're getting all of these set up. Actually, hold on. We can build another thing here. We should get an airport going so he can start making airplanes, and then over here, once these flood walls are done, we'll start making, what do you call them? Aircraft carriers, and then we'll just surround this place with aircraft carriers and light up the sky.
In Cindy's productions, how many cities we have left to conquer depends on how forgiving we are of Cyrus's civilization. So there may be enough room for a St. Vamp Petersburg, but we don't know yet.
Oh yeah, we're going to have a lot of cities by the end of this. So like our long-term game plan here is going to be tearing through this country to get to the capital. We're not necessarily needing to take every city with us. That would be a nice prize, but not necessarily required. Once we get the capital, we can stop killing them and start thinking about how we'll kill everyone else. But the capital is our real primary target, and we're just gonna make a beeline for that, probably through Susa, likely Shahiri, Kumis, and Tarsus, and Hagbatana on the way. Where are you? Where is this settler at? I thought he would be here by now. There he is. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna say 2 more turns and we will declare war.
Yeah, we're gonna go through this. We're gonna go through the proper procedure for once.
I want to know that we have nothing to worry about once the shells start flying.
Whirlwind Wind, thank you for the 20-month resub. It's an adorable emoticon. Is that one of Lime's? It is. I love Lime's emoticon. Limes' emoticons didn't roll off the tongue as well as I hoped.
Limes moticons.
Ah, right. Cyrus decided to put his civilization next to scenic Zanzibar.
I don't know who Amboys belonged to before all this, or Amboise might have been a French city, but they have rebelled.
It does look like France was the one pushing Shintoism.
Yes, and it does
So,
have Shintoism. I don't
know.
know.
Verlos 92. Thank you for the 300 bits. Never forget the Great Vampire Nuke War of 1830.
Yeah, it is 1830. We are getting awful close. No, Tamar, you will not take our ancient relic spears. I mean, I want to make fun. We're vampires with, you know, tanks in 1830, but the uprising peasants also had tanks, so like it's not like weird.
They stole our tanks.
Apparently. Yeah, you keep protecting Fanghaven, please. Alright. If I set them up in land, they're just going to be forced out by the time the war starts, so I don't really need people in their cities yet. We'll just look on, let them know we're here. Get some XP on this cuirassier before we get over there. Oh man, there's so much shit we're gonna have to fix in this place. Get out of here, you filthy tanks.
Time we used tanks as farming equipment.
Yeah, the experiment went wrong. The tanks have gone rogue.
We gave you those guns so you could blow ditches in the earth, not to blow us up.
Hey, so us and the other peasants were talking, and we realized these machines of war they gave us to till the fields, we could fight back with these. Wait, is there... Hold on, is a drought happening while the peasants are uprising? Is this what caused this?
See, look what happened, guys.
Oh,
you turned your farming equipment into war machines, and your land went infertile.
Your precious food is gone. Do you understand what you are to us? Maybe think a little bit less about yourselves and more about the people who aren't eating you right now. We'll learn about aerodynamics. Why not?
We can launch the peasants.
Yeah, we'll send them flying. It'll be great. Hey, you know what? This is our capital. There's a very real chance that Pingala will be coming back here to run this place. Actually, that's right. Have people been... We could appoint him.
He looks so sad.
Yeah, he is kind of a bummer.
I don't want to work for the vampires.
I'm too spiritual.
I'm just bony. Don't eat me.
I think I had Pingala over there because there was a theater square in the other area, so if I put one in our capital, we will just be getting better science and culture out of that, no doubt. I've forgotten a lot of our city structure. Honestly, our city has gotten so wide, it's becoming tough for me to keep track of what cities are doing what, and if it would just be better for us to just be doing projects in them. I honestly don't know.
Great urban sprawl.
Yeah, we've kind of reached the point in the game where our nation has gotten difficult to wield just because it's so big. But that's all right. I'll just be making a ton of micro managey decisions and hope for the best, let's say. We're on such a roll that I don't think we're in threat of losing. We just might not win as fast as we could if I was paying a bit more attention to some of these things. Hey.
Freelancer. We are not actively Norwaying someone right now, but we're about to Norway Cyrus of Persia.
We're prepping a Norwegian assault, if you will.
Norwegian.
Nah, I like Norwegian better.
All right. Just want to let you know you had options.
I refuse.
All right. We actually do have a name for this one.
Beautiful.
2 words, Blood Throne.
Heidelberg already sounded like a...
Yeah, no, that one came close, but this one was in the queue.
Right. Blood Throne.
Mario and Norigi.
I'm just feeling a little Norwegian today, Mario.
Smokin' Sensei, we have our people who sub to us pitch names for either units or cities, and that gets built into a queue. I did see the stuff about North City, but there had to be names that got taken care of first. Because if it's not first come, first serve, it's a free-for-all, and that really rankles my feathers.
We can't have chaos reigning.
For German vampires, there needs to be a semblance of order.
Yeah, you know what? Whatever. Simon, if you want to pick a fight with us, go right ahead. I'm itching to fight, man. Just give me a reason. Take it out.
Verlos92 with the 500 bits asking, would you rather eat dragon meat or dinosaur meat, and why? I mean...
It's not that you go ahead if you've got an answer.
I feel like if you take for granted that a dragon is inherently magical, I feel like eating their meat would have a whole lot of side effects. So I'm going to be a bit basic and say we knew what dinosaurs were. They should have been edible, though maybe not the greatest of textures. I'm not sure what the difference between mammal meat and lizard meat is, but we eat lizards, so I would imagine. And birds. Sorry, I keep forgetting avian parentage. Dinosaur meat just seems a whole lot less fraught with peril.
That's true. Would
It
probably
might
be a
give,
little
okay,
less dangerous.
Vermilion, it might give you magic powers, but it also may act like, uranium and just kill you anyway.
There is no way to know. All right, we've almost quelled the farming uprising of Germany. The Macedonian uprise. Centuries after their fall.
Next time you're going to get a combine harvester and like it.
We're tired of your uppity talk. You go ahead and heal back up. You get to work on these aluminium mines.
Oh, you know what? Question right back at you, chat. There, in D&D, at least in this day and age, there are 2 main kinds of dragons. Chromatic, so you have your red, blue, green, etc., and metallic, which is gold, brass, cobalt, etc. Obviously, there's alignment differences between the 2, but let's just say I was to put a plate of gold dragon and red dragon in front of you. Which one would you eat? Would you think the metallic dragon actually tastes more metallic than the red dragon?
I never really I know there's the different colored dragons that do different stuff, but I never really got, I think, a full grip on the differences therein.
Well, the problem is there's overlap because, oh my gosh, I'm imagining chat just shouting nerd at me while I'm saying this, but you have chromatic, which are evil, you have metallic, which are good, but in those general categories, you still have your fire-breathing dragon, your ice-breathing dragon. It's just instead of the red dragon breathing fire, you have the gold dragon breathing fire, or you have the cobalt dragon breathing ice, or I forget which one does electricity. brass, I think, is still fire, but I could be wrong there. Oh, you know what? That valid point. Gold is edible. It doesn't have any nutritional value, but you can eat it without any effects. So,
But it can be eaten.
Yeah, there goes my not my hypothesis, my quandary. I don't remember if gem dragons were introduced by Wizards of the Coast. I know Kobold Publishing with their expanded bestiary talked about gem dragons. Oh man, I should be saving this for the Baldur's Gate 3 discussion. There's probably long loading times this would be great for.
Yeah.
Chat, if you're sticking around after Civilization of Baldur's Gate 3, just hold on to your comments.
Just stop thinking about this. Come back to it. All right. We haven't quite gotten all of our resources in quite the tight bundle I wanted, but I'm done waiting. Oh, wait. Hold on. Actually, we will have to wait another turn, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe I can denounce him and immediately declare war. I'm not sure how this works.
You suck. Also, we're declaring war.
Yeah. It can be only with fear and ignorance that a declaration such as this could be made against the benevolent governance of Persia. Yeah, well, to arms, fool. Have you heard the tales? The storied might of my armies? See for yourself!
Sorry, your Civipedia article was too long. We didn't read all of it.
The storied history of your 619 power army against our 1,586 power army? I'm sure they'll tell the tales. Give me your builder.
It's time for war, chat. Get ready for war.
Whoop. And begin bombing Susa with our submarines. Let's torpedo this city. Look at that. It begins. Oh man, we don't even have enough space for our units to walk.
Yeah, that's the downside of a peninsula, and there's. Oh yeah, you never played Civ 4, so the whole unit stacking thing is foreign to you.
Nope, yeah, I never got to do that, but I've heard how wonderful it was.
It was just a day and age when you can stack 20 units on a single tile and just have them pound away for a turn.
All right, let's see. The cities that I feel like have been getting hit the most are Tricadia and Volcano Ohio, so... Which, I again, like the Volcano Ohio is one of our few places that don't have a volcano. Like, it's...
It was a different time. Volcanoes used to be going off left and right.
Yeah, remember when that was our biggest threat?
Yeah, remember when poor Coagulaville was just routinely hit by that?
Coagulaville doesn't even remember the pain it felt. Miriv has fallen. They have become a free city, and in 11 turns, they will realize Germany's opulence and come running.
All right, I believe that one can be renamed to Scythia's Lament.
Perfect. As one of her final cities. That's a very fitting name. Oh, and her capital is falling too! Wow, she's just about out. She will soon exit this game.
We didn't kill this civilization, we converted it.
We really didn't. We did exactly what I hoped we'd be able to do. We've just convinced her city that it's better to just join up with us. Also, we've got this one cuirassier just hanging out right behind, well, I guess it's a city away from their capital, but way deeper in their kingdom than the rest of us. Our advanced scout.
Well, apparently Chad is reminding me that when you played Ethiopia, you had named a city Silent Hill. That was the only city not on a hill.
It's true. I was going to mention that.
Apparently there's always one ironic city when it comes to playing with you, Grant.
Miriv is a free state, but they're fighting back.
For now.
We'll allow this temporary challenge.
You'll just make the vampires hungrier when you open the gates.
Let's counter spy.
This is on Prince difficulty, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
And I think I've
So
got
just normal.
it might be on like quick timers, so things might be getting built faster than they normally would. But I think difficulty is on the standard Prince, because that's what I normally play. I feel like the difficulty slider in this is just we're going to give the AI more advantages. It doesn't necessarily make it smarter, which isn't more fun to me.
No, I totally agree. Especially like it might be a challenge in the early game when they might be crowding you out, but if you're able to get out, whoa, that's loud.
Yeah, that was kind of covering
Did
you
you
for a
just circle
second.
the Earth before coming back?
Sometimes there's some weird graphic stuff in these. Oh boy, Susa. Susa my phone was Susa my owned. And perfect timing for the Castlevania music to stop being chill. As our vampire goes in.
Oh, now he's got a sword. And now you did.
All right, the first of our cities on our new lands. All right, so far the loyalty isn't affected at all. Oh, can we just one-shot this city with this vampire? Is that how powerful Strahd is? Strahd came in and single-handedly took this entire city. All right, now let's start building it to be better than it ever was.
We actually have names for, I think, Susa. I don't think we have one for Shuira Quims. This one is actually Saint Space Van Petersburg.
So like that?
I think you want to have it be B-U-R, not B-E-R.
Oh.
Because I think B-E-R Berg is a mountain.
Gotcha. Oops. Oh, well, getting that all wrong. Keyboard, why are you messing up?
Actually, you know what? I just remembered. We do have one for the next city, too.
Whoa. For some reason, the line is like lying to me with which letter it's actually getting rid of. There we go. Saint Van Petersburg.
And the next one, if we're thinking it will actually stick, is Los, like Los Angeles. And then Feratu. Space Feratu.
There is space there, just does not look like it there. So like that? Is that Feratu? I don't remember Feratu's spelling.
If we're wrong, we can come back.
True. All right, Los Feratu is having a little bit of a loyalty issue, so though I'm loath
to time to take over 2 more cities.
I mean, yeah, that will help.
Convince them to be loyal.
How many turns does it have? 7? Can we buy a monument? Yes, we can. That'll help. Or at least it should. Maybe it'll update later. Or maybe it's because we haven't decided to keep it yet. Oh, okay, yeah. It was not officially part of our kingdom yet, so it wasn't being kept.
Bashhammer, we do not have one called Ubavald. Argent, I was thinking the same thing. We might turn that whole part of the continent into a little Barovia. If Strahd really is able to one-shot all these cities.
He is tearing through like no prob. Go ahead and start building an aerodrome so we can start flying our units in here when we need to. Do they have any other coastal cities? Not really. So I guess this Hellfire will not be... Well, actually, Hellfire has ranged shots. Never mind. I was thinking the... Whatever our melee ship is there. This guy. He won't really have any good attacks. But we can have him in the area just to pillage stuff. Get you protected by this. Move you over further away so you don't get shot. Level you up. Oh man, the flooding has begun and has taken some of our oil that we were planning on. Cuirassiers versus Cavaliers.
Red V, Lanny has strong opinions on things written in flags. Do you guys have any thoughts on it? I don't. Grant, do you?
Things written in flags?
Strong opinions on things written in flags.
I can't say I really have any strong opinions on things written in flags, no.
He does like putting things on shirts.
There's so much plastic in this, the release of atom.
It's very,
Oh, wait, now that's an important distinction. Because semaphore is when you write with flags, but nothing is written on those flags. So is this writing with flags, or writing that is literally stitched onto a flag? Okay, Lanny hates flags with words in it. Okay, so we're talking about flags with words on the flag.
I see.
I mean, there's a can't say it's a strong opinion, but I can see the appeal of not having words on a flag, because as long as you keep it to just symbology, it's easily distinguished. While if you put writing on it, well, then there has to be a max distance someone can be before they can actually make out your flag.
Yeah, I would definitely understand like the concept of like, hey, for ease of viewing, not having writing sure does seem to help. Like, yeah, okay.
I have that problem with bumper stickers. Like, you ever been behind a car and it's like, that looks like a funny bumper sticker, but I can only read about half of it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to bump into someone if I try to read this. No, I've definitely seen those. Not a fan of wordy bumper stickers if I can't read it from a distance.
And then, of course, you get close enough to find out it just says, if you can read this, you're too close. And I get mad and rerun them anyway.
Like, you piece of shit. Man, we took this place so fast, we didn't even have to really use any of our shots. We had all of these bombards ready to really blow them to hell.
Now we're blitzkrieging.
We really are. Honestly, I am... Maybe... I don't know, maybe the World War II connection is something they just want to avoid entirely. But, like, I'm kind of surprised we don't have a unique tank unit for, like, blitzkrieging. Like, a faster tank. Like, that sounds historically accurate. Like, I feel like that was something, even as a kid, I kind of knew Germany was good at. They had, like, really fast tanks or something.
Well, I mean, their Panzer, I don't think, was known for overall having a higher speed. The Tiger tank they built in the later stages of the war was a beast, but it had the problem of, this thing is great, but takes a whole lot of money and effort to make.
Okay.
Heck, that was the problem they had with the Bismarck. Very nice, impressive battleship, but you can only really make one. Yeah, Freelancer brings up an important point. I definitely think not only their tactics, but most of their engineering philosophy in the 20th century was on firepower, not necessarily speed.
Okay.
Heck, their whole thing about blitzkrieging was kind of efficiency and deployment.
Okay, maybe my understanding of blitzkrieging was just wrong then, because I think I always understood it as like, no, they just like swept in so quick you couldn't do shit about it. Like,
well, you know, on a strategic scale,
yeah.
I think that's still the truth. But you know, when you go down there on the field, you may still see a tank driving by at say 50 miles an hour.
Gotcha. It is more in Not necessarily miles per hour speed, but in efficiency.
Yes. Like, there was a very interesting book I read about July 1914, which essentially details the build-up to World War I and kind of contrasting Germany's logistical plan to, say, the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which had the problem of, even within its own borders, the trains had different rail gauges, meaning you'd have to get to a point, get off the train, and get on to a completely different train just to keep going the same way.
That sounds frustrating.
Yeah, they even said the train, sometimes to accommodate their planning, the trains had to move so slowly, the soldiers to just get off and pick flowers in the meantime, and then get back on.
It's another city down with a single turn.
Probably not here. Thank you for the sub to Freelancer.
Welcome.
Is a mere 649th gift.
Holy cow, I didn't realize it was counting all of those. Goodness.
I think that's a new feature, but apparently it's been keeping track.
Well, thank you, probably not a mayor, for your continued patronage, and welcome everybody he's gifting subs to. Let's just keep bombing them. Why not? Wait, is this thing already destroyed? Can we not destroy it anymore? Did it sink? I think we sank it.
Oh, just like the pocket battleship, it limped into harbor and died. Oh my gosh, so loud.
That is noisy. Hold on, you know what?
At least that one didn't shoot around the earth before coming back.
I think I upped the volume for my solo stream, and that might be why these are sounding so loud. Actually, you know what? I did not confirm. I always forget you have to do that with this. Yo, sure. A great merchant has shown up and has shown interest in Germany's economy. Go ahead. Give us more trade routes. Oh, and we're starting to get planes online. Oh man, Persia isn't ready. Like this is unfair. They will be dead before the end of this stream. Remember how Tamaris took us 2 streams to kill? This is gonna take about half.
Yeah, they ain't
of
nothing.
One. Like, I have spent more time preparing for this war than the war will take. But hey, you know what? That's the thing about when you prepare for war really well. It's as if the war was the easy part. Just build those flood walls. Eventually this could be a problem. Go ahead and get a unit in here just so we know it's being protected. Do we not have just a... Huh. Figured we'd be able to have a field cannon be purchasable, but I guess not. So we'll put an AT crew there. Oh boy, it's flinging us around the map so hard, it's so much. I'm trying to get everything done in one spot, but it'll be like, all right, you've told me what you want to build in this city. Now we'll go across the map. Tell me what you want to build here. Now let's go talk to the unit back at the city you were at last turn.
Yeah, the order is a bit janky. If only they had, like, I know jack and shit about coding, but if they just had something where it was, let's bounce around all the idle units in the order within the proximity of your screen.
Yeah.
Instead of all the way over here, then all the way over here, then all the way back, then over here now. It's a great way to give someone dizziness. Zero expectations. I think your blood drive mug is perfectly appropriate for this stream. Especially if the donations go to your National Bank of Faith, Fanghaven.
Which, have we finished the thing that lets us heal after kills? Yes, we have! Get that 20 health back. Alright, they're gonna steal this builder. I don't really care. We're really just doing this just to annoy them more than anything.
Yeah, North Country, man, I can't remember the last time I've heard Quinn swear. I think if you've been watching the Among Us streams, you've heard me swear a lot. I definitely remember when we were doing the Sea of Thieves, we were doing that final voyage. Oh my gosh, that was so frustrating. Just that massive first-person platforming for a pirate game.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so far behind, they wouldn't let me catch up to you just because you guys were making so much more headway. I feel like I was a full 30 minutes behind you before I finally got to the door.
Oh, perfect! And a blizzard tore through their southern cities. So the cities were not attacking. Mother Nature decided she would step in and help.
At long last, she's on our side.
Yeah, this is
It
definitely...
only took relentless volcano eruptions.
Alright, now let's rebase this guy over here. And then I think we'll be able to start bombing his cities on the next turn. We're just bullies. But that's perfectly okay. I am absolutely fine with that.
We may return to Sea of Thieves one of these days, guys. You know, they've added a few interesting things. Dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it costs money, but you can get dogs now. Mother Nature. You know what? Vampires are cool. That's from Verlos.
It's like, you know, I hadn't thought about it. I like these guys.
You know, I was originally against them when they were conquering Jerusalem, but I think I finally come around.
But now I see the appeal. Alright, Strahd, make your way to Hagmatana.
Oh, I think we have a name for Tarsus, too.
Oh, lovely. Oh,
At,
let's get this set up. There we go. Getting more
I think
shots.
at long last we've reached the North City reference.
Ooh, so just North City?
Yep, 2 words.
It's a very central location for North City, but...
Also very scenically placed on the South Continent.
Well, it's
Which
the
I think
northern
was the
city of...
intention.
It is the northern city of the Southern Continent, so, you know. I don't know, this music is definitely no longer the Castlevania chill music, but it feels accurate for a war, so I'm not changing it.
History's plushiest, I have to admit, even though I know they gave the dog like an excited bark, make it seem like he's having fun, I can't put the dog in the cannon. Because I feel like every time I'm about to fire the cannon, he's going to give that high-pitched squeal like you just struck him with something, and that makes me feel like a monster. Like, I will do piratey things all the live long day, but the second I make a dog's whimper in pain is the day I'm out.
That's too much. It's too far. Sure, get our science game up. We're eventually probably going to want to leave this dumb Earth. We're vampires after all. We'll outlive the planet for sure.
We just need to make sure we don't put windows on the spaceship so the sun can't get in.
Yeah, we're still learning some stuff. All right, start booming Hagmatana. There will be nothing left soon. Oh, I almost feel bad for the AI. We've given them zero recourse.
And Paul brings here's the play. The space station is just a giant coffin.
Oh, but man, we're gonna have to ask space permission to enter.
Who owns space?
Yeah.
Where's that? Who gets all that money that Palmer burns up to buy one space?
Is this Hagmatana in one turn?
Go, Strahd, go.
Oh, not quite, not quite. It hangs on. Can we kill their Great Rider? Is that how this works? No, it just got sent back to their capital. Oh well. Oh, I think Zanzibar is allied with them, so Zanzibar might shoot this guy. To call you a thoughtless cur is an insult to curs.
You already said that one. It's not scathing
Yeah.
anymore.
Boo! I know we're vampires, but we're saying boo.
Is that so funny?
Everyone's shooting at us, but we don't care. Everything's too powerful. They've even got their own vampires, and we're not afraid of them. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'll vote up an aid request for Cyrus. Go ahead.
Talk about a kitty vote.
it's a real shame that Blizzard tore through your town. We should do something about that.
We'll be there soon.
We've already got negative points for this because we're actively damaging them. That's fine, though, because...
I like how it tracks that. It's like it doesn't let you get positive points. It's like, no, we're not going to let you get credit when you're actively hurting them.
Yeah, you can't be solving the problems you're causing and taking all the credit. We're not going to let that happen. More things to push out amenities, please.
Actually, in the context of games, what an interesting mechanic they put in. Because what are microtransactions these days, if not solutions to problems that game developers make? Oh yeah, here's an XP boost, but we included how fast you'd earn XP in the game ourselves.
Alright. Can we... I think we're gonna have to sacrifice that builder. Like I said, it wasn't something I was really committed to. I was mostly doing it just for the laughs, but would have been nice.
Was it the builder we started the war for?
More or less. Really, it was a free city builder that we took, and then they took from us, and so we took it back.
I was just trying to measure the poetic justice of it all.
Yeah, I feel like there's an argument to be made. Oh, damn, I was hoping that would heal him, but I guess it's a plunder, not a pillage, so it's different. Even though we definitely don't need it, I want you to get the XP for another shot. Then combine with him, because, hey, why not just make your shots even bigger? Take Hagmatana. People are too trusting, they'll let anyone in their city, even barbarians.
We let vampires in, but that's a big difference.
Like, I don't know what that's referencing. Did we get another, like, loyalty attack? No? Is she admitting that she has a ton of spies in our land?
Who knows with these civilization goals?
Is this some sort of veiled threat?
I mean, I think we're ready to just go to war with everybody.
I'm definitely, like, hold on. Where are we in the great science tree to get to our true end? Giant death robots! What do we gotta learn first? Alright, we gotta learn about rockets, and we gotta learn about some advanced ballistics, maybe some nuclear fission. Because here's the thing. We could build nuclear bombs to drop on them, and that is fun, but the problem with nuclear bombs is that creates nuclear fallout, which affects all of the tiles around where you bomb, and just makes it frustrating to work with. So if we can actually skip the actual horrors that real-life mankind has done, and instead go for the fantasy horrors of mankind, where we just make giant death machines, that's a whole lot easier to clean up in the aftermath, so...
And your blood is their lubricant.
Hey, hell yeah. You gotta grease...
Vampire Prime is online.
Grease those vampire, war machines somehow. Alright, move a jet bomber over here.
Yeah, we may not be able to get Millennium's secret weapon of Zeppelins, but we're able to get giant death robots.
And here's the beautiful thing. We're gonna keep trading with France, so she's gonna let us do this. France is... Okay, here's the thing. We're vampires, we're fascist villains, we're evil, but France is possibly more guilty. Because what's worse than the person who's the gun than the capitalists who are looking the other way and sending them all of their money?
Oh man, we are putting a whole bunch of fun commentary into this innocent civilization game.
Yeah, no, when we started going down this path, I started realizing how much education I could really do with this game, and I don't even need to pull up the Civipedia for it. Because, hey, guess what? This didn't happen in a vacuum, motherfuckers.
Oh my
this...
gosh, first they came for the Persians, but I did not fight them because I was not a Persian. It's a first they came situation.
It
guys.
really is. And look, these guys are all denouncing us. They at least, like, they don't have the strength to fight us, but they have the strength to stand to us. Meanwhile, Catherine is now friendly with us. She has watched us literally eat every country we've come into contact with. And when we started going, hey, if you look the other way, we'll send you all of the riches we plunder from these people. She's like, hey, you know what? I think your quest for vampire vengeance is just.
I'm just imagining her look up at our rockets escaping this doomed planet with the most surprised Pikachu face you could ever have.
But yeah, the thing I want to stress is that this would not have been possible without the support of viewers like you. And with that, damn it! That was supposed to be a one-turn move. Let me go.
We'll name the coffin after her.
But yeah, and like that, Persia loses its capital. We have essentially defeated them. They have more cities for us to kill. Part of me wants to take the moral high ground and let them, you know, just fall by the wayside. But you know, whatever. We're kind of poised now to take the rest of the planet without a whole lot of resistance, I think. Like, I never even had to move a governor in here to protect our loyalty because their cities were ready to join us when we showed up.
According to the list I made, we have 2 cities that do not actively have names called on them yet. So
yeah, we've
chat, if you got a sub, feel free to speak out on name pitches.
I know we'll have Tamaris's. What was it? Tamaris's.
Scythia's Lament.
Scythia's Lament. That one. Okay, yeah. So that'll be coming soon. Honestly, there are 3 cities vying for the title of Scythia's Lament, because these are all 3 of Scythia's cities, and they are all 3 falling.
The recommendation was the last city we take from Scythia. So if they're all going to fall, then it might be
okay. Then, yeah. We'll have to hold off for their final capital then, because they've lost Miriv. It's going to fall to us in 3 turns. Panzerk will be ours in 1 turn, and
all right, we've got a
Galonis
few names
is going to fall in 4 turns.
The first name we have on the list is the Cage.
All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and rename Hagmatama to the Cage.
And then I guess for the next one, the question is, can you put an umlaut over?
Yes. Give me a second, though, because I don't know the quick code for it. So let me just pull it up so I can copy-paste it. Just let me copy this. All right. What's the name?
This one is Uberwald, so Uber with the umlaut over the U.
All right, let's see if this works. Oh, well, it worked in Discord, but that's not what I was clicking. Oh, you know, I'm going to need it capitalized, though. Hold on. I can get that, don't worry. All right, sorry, that was Uber what?
Still one word, W-A-L-D.
Uberwald?
Yes.
Okie doke. And thus, the German Empire gains another city in Uberwald, the former Persian capital. And Tricadia is still under siege by fucking spies, despite all of our counter spies doing their best. Excuse me. Hiccupies. Alright, you know what? Okay, we'll start making sure that he's just constantly producing planes. Oof, got struck with the hiccups out of nowhere. I'm really glad this Castlevania Chill playlist turned into Castlevania Action playlist just as the war began. We're going to start getting a bunch of planes flying around, not only to assault our enemies, but to protect our own borders. We will essentially be bombing our own people into subservience while we continue to travel the world, slaying all in our path.
Alpha Combat 92, thank you for the Prime set. Welcome to the team. When did the peasants get helicopters?
Your guess is as good as mine. Oh yeah, we never did make a vampire castle on this chunk of land. We never really needed it, I guess. But, do we want to take the rest of his cities? How's the chat feeling? We can.
Oh, I mean, we know the chat is thirsting for blood.
But I want them to tell us. I want them to say
right.
it. I want to make. I want to make them say that they want us to kill every Persian.
I'll get a poll going in just a moment.
I need it in writing before I soak my hands in this Persian blood. Because, like, I mean, I guess to be fair, their option is we eat the rest of Persia or we start eating Grand Columbia. Or if they would rather we go somewhere else first, I'm fine saving Grand Columbia for later.
All right. The poll is set. Do we want to crush Persia? Your options are leave nothing standing or maybe let their cities defect. And actually, while we get that poll going, I'll make a quick run to the restroom.
Do it. I'll throw my vote in the ring. Leave nothing standing. All right, well, this vote is pretty clearly one-sided, so we'll begin the devouring. And there's Bakhtiri. Oh, and that gives us the Oracle. You're so nice. Seems like a good place for a seaside resort. Just trying to move our guys in so we can get any clear shots that we can. Honestly, Parsa will be frustrating to get. Just, oh, I guess there's a road down here.
All right.
Oh yeah, it was overwhelmingly in favor of destroying them. So I already took a city while you were going to the bathroom.
Oh boy. All right, we actually do have a name for this one too.
Oh, perfect.
We'll just need to scroll back to find it. It was specifically for a city in an ice region, so I think this qualifies.
Sure. There's some tundra in there.
Oh boy, it's buried when I was asking for a list. Let's see here. It was Arctis Tour.
Arctis Tour?
Yes, I'm still trying to confirm the spelling. Man, I know exactly where it is, but I just need to stumble upon it again. Actually, if you happen to still be in the chat, I know someone pointed out Arctis Tour for a ice region. If you could retype it for honestly my benefit.
I've thrown a fake spelling in for now. We will change it when the correct spelling is presented.
Okay, yeah, and it just came in. You had it right, just remove the U from Tor.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Orin Bloodstone.
Thank you very much, Orin. And look at this. Sparta already falling. We don't even need to attack it. And that's where they've got all of their artists holed up and a vampire.
Fampy, Grant is not getting negative gold per turn. He is getting 617.8 gold a turn.
Yeah, we are okay. Yeah, as you can see, we're gaining 972 gold, but we are losing
900?
Well, no, that's what we're
okay.
gaining, but we are spending 439 every turn. So ultimately we turn out to come out with 600 on top. Which, hey, we're going to make that even more because I am now dedicating all of my trade routes purely to gold. Because we're going to need a lot of money to fund this war when we finally take it to France and she stops bankrolling us. I think
probably at the point she realizes her mistake. Too late.
Yeah, by now there's nothing she can do to stop us for sure. This guy keeps getting level ups, which is in theory good, but he has to spend a turn upgrading, and when he's upgrading, he isn't counter spying, and that's when these peasants show up. That's honestly why I would love to play Grand Columbia sometime. I really haven't played them a lot, but their like special skill is it does not cost a turn to upgrade your units. So you can get things way strong, way fast, and
oh yeah, that can really change the balance.
Yeah, and I feel like that sounds really good.
Especially when units still kind of heal when they upgrade, don't they?
Yes. So yeah, you basically just get a free heal. You're not even like doing anything anymore, man. You're just hanging out. Unfortunately, we need to build like a canal or something through here so we can send ships down the southern seas to wrap around and really take it to Parsa's southern side, but I don't think we're even going to have that chance. I think we're just going to kill him before we even need to get there.
So yeah, do we want to have the complete squashing of Cyrus be the finale for this stream?
Sure, you know what? We'll just eat his last 3 cities. Each of those should not take much more than a turn or 2. Oh man, so many things are declaring war on us because he's making friends with other cities in the last moments as quick as he can.
Help me, please.
We will keep Pazrak. Welcome to the fold. We'll go ahead and buy you the, what I call the German suite of goodies, where I just spend our immense wealth making your pathetic living arrangement seem amazing.
All right, and we do have a name for this one too.
Okay, let me go ahead and jump in there. What's the name for
it? Is Von, V-O-N, Hellsing. So 2 L's.
Just like that? Helsinki?
Yes.
Lovely. I like it. Good name. This all started with the German Hanses. They will continue to build. Keep bringing in that fine cash that them French dollars spend just the same.
Give us those francs.
Yeah. To be frank, we tore this city down.
To be frank, you're fucked. Blue Shirt 616, thank you for the tier 1 sub to Peachy Sakura.
Nice. Ah. Big Ben, my favorite thing to see from Germany. Like, now I'm just building these wonders because, like, what the hell else am I going to do with all of this production we've put in our sites?
It reminds me of the supervillain Beach from Futurama.
Actually, you know what? this city could actually use some units in it just to keep it safe. Does this city have... This city has an airport, so it could be...
Ozzy Serpine bringing up a good point. You started this stream with 7 civilizations. We may end it with 5.
It's very, very possible. Because, yeah, the Scythians are not long for this world either. They will probably... yeah, Gelnus is their last city, and it's going in 3 turns. Oh, I don't think I knew capitals could lose loyalty. I figured if it was your capital, it was, like, always 100% loyalty. And we'll keep building planes just to defend our borders from within better.
I wonder if that may defeat the one city strategy if even your capital isn't safe from losing loyalty. Huh. All right, blue shirt. Orlok's paradise was sitting up there, but for you, we'll finally do Totally Not a Vampire City. It may be a bit too long unless we do one word, though.
We'll try our best. We'll get it to fit as best we can. All right, first, the city shot. Oh, is that just going to kill? Not quite.
Marble Dan, I wouldn't say we're horrible despots, but we are shooting down helicopters our peasants got somehow. And we are eating people. I like to say that if you're part of the vampire nation, you're treated fairly, unless you decide to rise up against us. Then we kill you. Although maybe with our science being this high, we may be despots, but just enlightened despots.
I just want to see if Butt can take a city by himself.
Yes, follow in Strahd's footsteps.
I will send no support to Butt.
Leave that butt to fend for itself.
We got to get this tobacco back online. These fellas got to smoke something in these cities. Tear down those walls! Baldur's Gate will begin shortly after our destruction of the Persians.
Yes, sorry. We pinned it for 9 p.m., but that was just because I'm planning to do it pretty much right after we finish this stream, which is soon.
Yeah, I'll be ending Cyrus's whole career here in a sec. Let's get you out of here so you can upgrade, actually. Yeah, it's funny because now the difficult thing is kind of just getting to his cities. Oh, and you know what? Just in case loyalty was going to be a problem, this guy just gives you a bonus for loyalty a turn. A battle of vampires. Let's see whose vampire is stronger, Strahd or the Persian vampire.
Did they just like suddenly join that group in desperation?
Well, they're vampire. Oh, nope, it did fall in one turn. It's like he at least stood his ground. You gotta be impressed by that.
He stood there until he evaporated.
A cannon shot, 1 health. Keep on protecting our cities. You know what? These units that aren't doing anything anymore for the most part, just go to sleep. Keep sending us your money, France. You're how we can do this. Again, let me remind you, these things do not happen in a vacuum. Boom. Getting so much money. Kind of just making a bunch of quick gut calls through these so we don't have to spend too much time on them. Let's go ahead and take Sparta once and for all. Bada boom. Do we have another name?
Yes. People wanted a Devil May Cry reference for Sparta, and I'm trying to find it.
I mean, we've got... He is the son of Sparta, isn't he? Is it Sparta with a T for him?
We also had Fortuna.
Fortuna? Oh, Fortuna.
Yes. I like that. We still have Orlok's Paradise and Totally Not a... In fact, you know what? Let's bump it up. The next city we take, we'll try and rename Totally Not a Vampire City.
All right. Tushpa will probably be Totally Not a Vampire City. Ooh, although it's resisting. It does not want to fall to Butt in a single turn. But Butt was our first vampire. I need to see him take a city alone. He was the one who started our vampire. He was our vampire origin point. He was the first bite. The Brood King, if you will.
We went in butt first.
We really did.
I see that great musician just sitting in that entertainment district, just minding their own business.
Hey guys! Boy, the Germans sure are great. Oops. Pulled up my Windows menu there for a second.
Wait a minute. Grimnaka, I don't think you can link anything in the chat, but I need some confirmation here. A Dragon Ball Evolution sequel is planned for 2021.
I sincerely doubt that.
I
feel
don't
like they've
remember the
talked
last
about
one
making
doing
us-
anywhere near well enough to justify that.
I feel like they've mentioned a sequel for that for years.
I'm Googling it.
Oh, a city fell somewhere. Vampires learning about professional sports was surely the beginning of the atomic era. Oh wow, we didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize. Whoops.
Oh no. We were a shoo-in.
I mean, I guess let me check just to be sure. Unless Simon's like killing it. Okay, he's winning pretty hard on he's getting ahead on a diplomatic victory, but not enough that I think he'll outpace us on our domination. But that is something to keep in mind. If he can diplomatically corner us, we do lose ultimately. So we just have to make sure we might move up. We might move him up on the chopping block. We have another Scythian city if we had a name for that.
Yes, if this isn't the last one,
It is not.
This one will be Totally Not a Vampire City. It fits.
Perfect.
I think we may shorten this colloquially to Totes Not Vamps.
Yeah. I can agree with such a name. Oh man, and our planes are coming out. Oh god. I forgot that, like, though it can be tedious, late game dominations are still kind of fun.
Yes, to anyone coming in expecting Baldur's Gate 3, we are doing, I'm moving forward that right when we finish conquering just this last vestige of civilization.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the best thing for us just to conquer will be. I guess Space Race is probably pretty good. Oh, we're getting all these great people because there aren't enough great cities left for them to go anywhere else.
Verlos, thank you for the 15 gift subs.
Thank you very much.
Welcome, Jack and Vania, Ninja Kitty Hawk, It's a junior killer. Demon Wolf, Mr. Like Spam, A-Dubs, Clankbot, Mr. Op, or OPP, Zeko 9, Shadow King, Terrazon, Zadivers, Avar, Aviarana, Crichton, and SoundDude47. Sorry if I horrifically mispronounced your usernames. I try.
He's doing his best, okay? You guys got a lot of crazy names.
Well, Villas, whatever your reasoning may be, we very much appreciate it.
Just keep building wonders because we can. Make everything work just a little bit more. All right.
Oh, look, the vampire.
I know I said we were going to have Tushpa be conquered by Butt alone, but it's just taking longer than I want. So we're going to drop a bomb on it real quick. Give it just that little nudge Butt could use. There we go. Look at that! Butt took a city all by himself.
All right. And the name for this one is Count Orlok. So 2 words, Count Orlok. And then it's Count Orlok's Paradise.
Am I spelling Orlok right?
Take the C out and then you have it.
Damn, I was close. Everything but it. Count Orlok.
Take the C out.
Ah, damn it. This thing, it's weird because that indicator is not the letter it's on.
Yeah, I can see it
Okay,
on the feed.
I think I need to get behind the C now. Okay, there we go. All right, how close are we to taking Persia?
Man, there is a lot of stuff in that city.
This is a civilization that's based on having a ton of trade routes, so they're all.
Wait a minute, and it looks like Persia's about to try and get Ambrose to defect.
Okay, we have 14 turns. If they're not here for them to defect too. Oh, cool. We're gonna strip their walls with one shot. Those are some lovely walls you have there. Boom.
Bojay. Oh wow, keep the walls in one hit. Bojay's, I think we've held off on uploading this to the Stream 4-Star archive because we didn't want to have to stop this and kind of just leave a hanging playthrough for people to find, watch, and kind of get disappointed by seeing it not end.
Yeah, I'm planning on. I don't know. I think I have a lot of the files for these since they were from my perspective. I don't know if I have all the original recordings because I kept having problems with these sticking, but I think a lot of them would still be on Twitch. Still.
That's what I'm thinking. I think if all else fails, they're still in our.
Yeah, we might grab them from that because yeah, people are having fun with this. We probably should upload it. It was one of those things where it was a playthrough that I thought would be niche enough that I didn't even think about it when we started it. And then
you are correct. Grant is playing it. I, Quinn, otherwise known as Twisted Spy, just trying to commentate.
Oh, they're going for the right unit. They're just totally ignoring the vampire. Because they can't stop him. Oh, you want peace, Persia? Please, I'll give you all those cities. I'll cede all of these cities that we've already renamed. Like you have a right to give those to us, you fool.
Also, it's a bit of game theory here because if he's actually able to get the other city to convert, he's not completely washed out. Oh, thanks, Simone, of all the times to give us credit for something.
Hey, it looks like you really know how to promote your units. That's kind of... Yes!
Oh my gosh. Catherine, honey, you have to see this coming a mile away.
Surely they would not bite the hand that feeds these vampires. I would love to be your friend. That means we can't declare war on her for 30 turns. That's what that does. But she can't declare it on us either.
We will name our giant space coffin Catherine in her honor when she is left on this doomed planet.
We don't have any kind of level to give any sort of diplomatic leeway on any of these, so I'm just gonna throw random votes into things that could help us, but I doubt we'll get them. We deserve 2 diplomatic victory points. If there's anyone who's shown you what true diplomacy is, it's Germany. Only the purest form. A Category 5 hurricane. God is pissed. I voted for recruiting partisans to be the one thing they couldn't do, and that's the thing they jumped to be twice as easy. So that means that they're going
complete idiots.
Yeah, so that means they're going to be sending even more spies into our turf. But hey, I've got a bomber to deal with those pesky peasants.
More helicopters for the peasants.
We are quite literally going to be dropping bombs on our own people just to get them to stop.
What was it? It was bases for battleships. Now it's helicopters for harvest?
Sure. Right, you stay there. Fortuna has been fully taken. Oh boy. There's just really... Can we... Oh, good. Our bomber reaches from there. Drop some bombs on him for a sec.
Here's a gift from us to you.
If your vampires want to join a real cult, let them know we've got an opening.
Though they'll have to adopt the name Gunther.
Oh, I should have run over and killed that great musician before we took the city, but whatever. There we go, the fall of Parsa.
Cyrus.
There goes Cyrus, that was him.
Why did your guy bite me?
Goodbye. Persia will not stand the test of time. Did we have a name for Parsa?
I almost want to call it Persian Lament.
Yeah, can you believe all of Persia's cities fell before all of Scythia's? Oh wait, no, Scythia's gone. Hold on. I take it back. She's not.
We did take them?
She's not up there anymore.
Oh, perfect. This is the perfect turn. And you know what? I'm going, chat, I'm sorry. I'm going to overrule it. The sheer poetic nature of this one turn. Name this city Persia's Lament. And then we'll go back and name the last Scythian city Scythia's Lament. And let the wailing of the dead civilization sing us to sleep.
I think her city has not quite fallen yet, but hold on. That might not, that'll maybe take a little longer than I want. I don't know if we'll be able to... Oh, wait, hold on. We got a bomber in town. I think we'll be able to take it in one turn. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we'll drop some bombs to clear the walls. And then...
you were going to join us in a few years, but let's speed up the process.
Ah, damn. Okay, it'll still take maybe 2 turns, but I think we can do it. Hold on. Executive call here. I'll go ahead and get us a really strong helicopter while we're at it. Give you the German sweets. You've got plenty of housing, so you don't need any of that.
I wonder if Simone's just sitting in his office going, I just sent them a congratulatory letter like 2 years ago. And
surely.
They destroyed 2 civilizations after that.
I mean, we could just immediately start dropping bombs on them, but we'll wait.
I think that's the same kind of egg Churchill had on his face.
Wait a minute.
A nation could want for no better leader in a time of crisis than Adolf Hitler. Whoops.
Surely this would not come back to bite me.
Ugh. He's still got a statue in Parliament.
Whoopsie. You guys just go ahead and heal. Take your time. This is now our turf. France has got to be feeling good seeing how her best friend is sneaking up on our southern borders.
Oh, good. We can exchange goods faster.
if Amboise, or whatever the city's called, if it turns to Persia in 13 turns and brings him out from the brink of destruction, I might just let him live. Because I don't know if that's even possible. Hey, we paid Paradise and we put up a ski lodge.
Lord Samos, a lot. We haven't nuked anybody, but we've eaten pretty much all of Persia in an hour. If that.
And we're just gonna get hungry again. Your pathetic musketmen are nothing to our advanced fighters.
Here's a cannon. That tickled.
Oh, jeez. A mega colossal eruption and a category 5 hurricane on Coaglaville.
Oh, you're waking up for lost time.
Oh, wait, and she's not there. They sent her out, didn't they? Hold on a second. Did that really just... Yeah, she wasn't there, so they felt all of that. Holy crap.
That's... No, Lady Liberty's still standing tall, though.
Yeah. Yeah, if this isn't an image for 2020.
Oh, screen cap that.
Hold on, can I get like all the UI stuff to go away real quick?
I feel like there has to be a button here. Isn't there like an arrow on the side? Quick chat. Anyone more familiar with the Civ 6 UI? Is there a way to get it to kind of recede?
I mean, just Statue of Liberty standing in the middle of a hurricane while a volcano goes off in the background is... Yeah, this is Jerusalem's revenge.
We thought Mother Nature was on our side.
You thought we were dead? Alright, I keep saying we're gonna be done, but I really just want to kill this thing in
No, I
so
do
few
too.
turns.
If anyone has followed like our Facebook or social media posts expecting Baldur's Gate 3, it's coming. But we need to conquer some more of the world.
Let me take this one last city. This will be our final conquer of the night. I just want to have a complete Germany on this continent. Boom.
All right. The feels lament you are.
Oh, we could liberate it and bring her back.
No.
I think.
Poor Tamaris is just sitting like on some beach somewhere, reaching out. Hey, can I have? Nope.
And there we go. Scythia's lament joins the great German Empire, our ever-expanding borders. I think our next target is going to have to be Solomon. He's kind of the only one who's got any any kind of foothold in a victory, and he's honestly pulling ahead of us comparatively.
Yeah, we thought he'd get trounced by Poland like he did in the other timeline, but he is definitely not doing that.
Yeah, he's managing to hold on. He's somehow fended off Poland with, like, when we were looking at him, he had, like, no military strength whatsoever, but he's managed to bounce back a little bit. But as you can see, we are more than 10 times the military might of anyone else left on the planet, and basically quadruple everyone's science and culture outputs at this point. So, I don't think we have too much fear of people catching up with us. The map isn't completely uncovered here, but as you can see, there's way more gray cities than there is anything else. And I think... Oh yeah, climate change is getting worse and worse, as we can see from our increasing natural disasters, and
Did we do that?
We're on climate change point 4 out of 8, and at 8, well, let's just say things get really bad and the sky starts falling. Literally and figuratively. But I'll save all of the other decisions for this turn for the next stream. I'll go ahead and save this, let you guys see it. What was this? This is our 6th stream, right?
Sure. I've lost count.
I think I've been numbering them each save. So boom. 666, the number of the stream. Stay tuned for Baldur's Gate. The stream will probably go offline temporarily while I log off and Quinn logs in.
Yeah, it probably shouldn't be more than, say, 5 minutes.
All right, so hang back for a couple minutes. But thanks, everybody, for watching this part. I won't be present for the Baldur's Gate, but enjoy that. So, yeah. Quinn, anything else you want to shout out before we close down?
If you're here for Baldur's Gate 3, it's going to be a bit special. I'm pretty much going to hand the reins over to chat for character creation, and it's going to be chat and I exploring what they have available for early access. If you're also a big fan of our Among Us content, we have another big Among Us stream, 10 people, planned for this Thursday at the usual time, 7 o'clock Central.
Ooh.
And I think we're also dabbling in the new season of Fall Guys on Friday.
Yeah, I think that's the plan for now. But okay,
right.
That's going to do it for me, folks. And you'll see Quinn here in a couple minutes with Baldur's Gate. Thanks again for watching. Later!
See you soon!
Look at that. We seized Cyrus just like that. No problem.
All right.